Have you ever heard the phrase that fortune is in the follow up? Well, if you haven't, it basically means that, if you're going to have success selling something, that it's not always about immediate, what happens right now, that it's the person that actually follows up is the one that wins, which is why fortune, the money, is in you following up. And so today on the Ken Kelly podcast, we are going to be talking about how to follow up and nurture leads so that way you're not leaving a bunch of money on the table when people want to work with you. So, welcome back to another episode of the Ken Kelly podcast, where we talk about all things life and business and ultimately living the lives of our dreams. And as I talked about in the intro, we're talking about following up and nurturing leads. And there are so many things that I could definitely talk about in this episode. And so I don't want you to feel overwhelmed. Okay. So you always know that when you're here on the show, my number one focus is how can I give you things that you can implement right now? And then how can you do things that you can implement a little bit later? So I am going to talk about some basic things here today on the show, but I'm also going to be talking about some advanced things. But the good thing is that whether you're watching this on YouTube or you're listening to the show, that it's available. So you can always pause, write it down. You can re-listen and all the things. Okay. So don't feel like you got to do everything right now because it's going to disappear, because it's not. I'm glad that you're here. Okay, but first things first, if you're here on YouTube, make sure you hit subscribe to the channel and then like this video and leave a comment because the YouTube wants all the engagement. And then if you're listening to the show, when you download the show, subscribe to it and write a review, that gives us engagement as well. So give us all the things so more people can experience this, okay? Anyway, so we're talking about fortune is in the follow-up. So let's kind of talk about people. And when I say people, we're talking about potential customers, okay? Our people are multifaceted. They have their own lives. They have so much going on outside of what we want from them. We want them to buy something, but they have so much going on. Okay, that's like, for example, I am people. And today I learned about a friend whose dog passed and I wanted to send flowers. But this morning I was looking, I couldn't quite find what I was looking for. Then I found what I was looking for, but my debit card was in the living room and I was still in my bedroom. And so then I came into my office and I was like, I called them and they didn't have what I was looking for. So I still have these intentions of buying flowers for a friend, but I've got so much going on that what I was trying to do at 7 a.m., I'm still haven't done today yet because there's so many things that I need to do. And some of them are a little bit more of a priority that I had to get done faster, right? So I am people, you are people, and our potential customers are people. And so here's the deal. Because our people have so much going on all day, every day, we have to be not, I wouldn't say the word relentless, okay, because you don't want to be annoying, but we have to follow up with people. We have to have systems and processes in place that will go and touch people again, because here's the deal. The data has shown that it takes the average person 5 to 7 touches before they make a purchase. Average, not everybody, but the average person needs to hear you, see you, experience you, whatever it is, before they make an investment. It's just typical, okay, depending upon what it is, okay, and time of the year, and if it's a special or something like that, okay? So, with that in mind, if you know that it's going to take your person or people 5 to 7 times to see you in order to make an investment with you, then you have to have some sort of system or process in place that is going to continue to reach out to your people. Okay. Now, you know that I am a fan of automation. Okay. Now, listen, don't get me wrong. I'm a fan of talking to people, touching people, interacting with people like in real time. I am a fan of that. But when you are building a business, there is only so much time you can spend talking to every single person over and over and over again. I know that sometimes people feel like that they don't like automation, it's robots, and it's taking the human connection out of things. And I get it, but as a business, if you're going to grow a business, if you're going to, even if you're trying to stay still where you are, outside of making the sale or connecting with people, you've got to serve the people who have just purchased from you too. So you have to have these ways to be able to automate some of those touches, okay? And you know that I talk about email marketing all the time. And one of the reasons why I love email marketing is one, you can send out one email and it will send an email to every single person that has chosen to connect with you, okay? As often as you would like, as long as they don't unsubscribe to your email list. You also can set up to where you have like automated systems where you're like on the 7th day or the 13th day, on the 45th day, in 6 months, send this, whatever. There's all these opportunities for those things to happen. And then, of course, chat bots, text message system, so many things that you can do to set up. So I want to talk just about some of the email things that we use in order to follow up with people. But before I go into it, I need you to just have it in your mind that you want to be able to get the fortune. You want to be able to make the money you want to make. You want to be able to grow and scale your business, okay? Meaning that your business is able to operate with or without you, okay? And in order for that to happen, systems and processes have to be put in place, okay? So for example, let's just say, because I talk a lot about lead magnets. Let's just say that you have created your very first lead magnet. That means the offer that you're giving to people and they receive a thing in exchange for them giving you their email address or like their phone number for text message, okay? So that is the initial thing. Now, in addition to when they put their email address in, and they receive the free offer, you need to have some kind of system set up in place that will continue to talk to them for a period of time. Now, we made this mistake, but I'll clarify it for you. So what we had done in the past is, let's just say we had a free training. We would talk about the free training online, and then we would tell people, hey, go to this link and download this free training. And then we would have dozens, maybe even 100, 200 people go put their name and their email address in, and they're getting the free thing. And then that was it. That was the last time we connected with them. They were on our email list, but we didn't do anything else with them. And we had to start working with people like coaches and consultants to teach me some of the things that I didn't understand that I was dropping the ball on. And here was one of the first things that I learned. If somebody is downloading this particular training, they are sending me a particular signal. One, they like me. Two, that the thing that they are saying that they're downloading means that here is an area where they need some help. And if they're saying, I need some help in this area, this is why I'm downloading this thing, then here's an opportunity, in addition to the free thing, to offer them something that's actually paid even better on the back end. For example, when we first launched our brand design agency, we had a brand personality quiz, and we had dozens, even hundreds of people taking this quiz. And we just had a bunch of people taking our quiz. That was it. And then I had a coach who was explaining to me that all of these people that have downloaded your quiz have told you that they need help with their brand. So anybody taking a brand personality quiz is telling you they need assistance with their brand. And so what you need to do on the back end is, once they take this quiz, you need to make them an offer where you can do consulting or some type of design work or whatever it is as an offer, because they're telling you, I need help with some aspect of my brand. So from there, we decided to have an upsell email. So they got the thing that they downloaded, and then the next email would say, I see you downloaded the brand personality quiz. You probably are needing a brand consulting, or you need a logo or a website. if you're interested in a website, because you downloaded this quiz, we will give you $50 off your logo. We will give you $100 off your website, or whatever it was with consulting. And oftentimes what would happen is that we would have people take that offer. Okay. But then we would send those offers to people, and some people wouldn't say anything. And then we would drop the ball. But then the person reminded me, hey, 5 to 7 touches. They saw you online. They downloaded your thing. You sent them the offer, which is 3. Now you have an opportunity to touch them a few more times before some of them are going to be ready to buy. But I was dropping the ball because I said, well, those other people, they bought immediately. But I had to remember that not everybody does that, or not everybody has the money to do that immediately. Sometimes it has to be planned, saved for, and things of that nature. And once we started creating series of emails that would go out at different times, then we found ourselves making way more sales. That is a mistake I even made this year. Okay, we offer a lot of different things, and I have found myself making the confirmation email, the upsell offer, and then maybe 2 more emails. And then we had what we call abandoned cart emails, meaning that if someone went to buy and they actually didn't go and click place order, that we would send them a series of emails. And I realized we were dropping people off after the 3rd touch. And I was just like, Kenya, you're messing up your own system. And so I got with my team and was like, okay, we need to send an email on the 7th day, the 14th day, the 21st day, the 30th day. And we just like did a whole month, year of how we are touching people, offering them either consulting services, my TikTok course, my robust short form video course, and just all the different follow-ups to connect with people. And what we have seen is that we're making way more sales because those offers are still touching people all the way down the line because of the system and process that we have in place. And so another thing we always talk about is like chatbots. And chatbots are amazing, but you can only send so many messages for, I think it's like a 24-hour period. And so we had to set up a system in our company to where someone triggered the bot. We would send them a message immediately. If they didn't do the response to them, then we would follow up again, like within 8 hours. And then we would do all within a 24-hour period. And then if the person still did not do anything, we would manually send them a message and just say, hey, we see that you were interested in ABC. Did you join the challenge? Did you sign up for our accelerator community? And we would just do the manuals, and we would find that some people were like, oh, I meant to and I forgot. But now there's the follow-up that is happening. Does it take time to do these things? Yeah, of course it takes time. But as business owners, if we are trying to build successful businesses that are paying us even when we're not working, then that means that on the front end, we have to do the hard work and all the tedious things to get the end result that it is that we want. I do not enjoy doing all of that. I do not. And I guarantee you're not enjoying hearing it as I'm saying it. But you will enjoy the results that you get when people are making all these different purchases. Does that make sense? And so it is really important for you that if you're going to make more sales in your business, that not only do you understand the concept of fortune is in the follow-up, but that you create some level of a system in place so that you can do what your desired result is, which is getting more sales from all the leads that are coming into your system. Okay. Now, if you're someone and you're like, I want more help with this, I hear what you're saying, Kenya, I would love to work with you. We do group classes, but also we do a lot of one-on-one, and you can definitely book a call with me. There's a link in the description and in the show notes if you want to book a call, and we can help you develop a strategic plan. We can show you our funnel marketing system that we use that you can adapt for your business. Okay. So you can just go to kenyakelly.com/laser coaching. kiakelly.com/laser coaching, and there's a link in the description. And that's it. So hope you enjoyed this episode. I didn't want to overwhelm you. Hopefully you're not. But let me know if you're on YouTube. Let me know in the comments. And if you're listening to this, be sure to come on Instagram and tell me that way that I know. So thank you so much for listening and watching.